All wetin Tonto bin dey accuse Churchill some years ago, na im don come to play now. The old clip wey Tonto expose Churchill don dey trend now. My correct people dem, no be small thing o. As this Churchill and Rosie matter come outside like this, video of Tonto truth, clip of it come dey trend for internet. Hey, I go jam this one for Facebook, but I bin don already tell una say make una go Tonto page. Una go see say all this story wey dey trend resemble wetin Tonto Dikeh pass through. My correct people dem, the beating, the running of the home with her own money, all wetin Gistlover talk say Rosie dey face. Even the 419 aspect like this very one now wey I wan bring out. Now when Tonto Dikeh talk about the 419 aspect, una remember say even Cutie Juice bring am out, Gistlover bring am out. Cutie Juice even bring evidence, show us one white woman wey Churchill dey date. I do the video yesterday wey even Rosie dey claim say she be Churchill's sister. They even go dey comment for the husband girlfriend abi na wife picture. Hi, na wow, sakpa no be anybody mate o. Beautiful woman wey your husband dey knack, you will go dey comment, then go dey deceive you say na just for the money. How are you sure? Even you too, it's not for the money. My correct people, this short clip e hold a lot wetin Tonto Dikeh talk. He say Churchill no care about anybody apart from himself. He say even him mama wey born am, he say he no care about am. He say na only himself. Tonto Dikeh even talk how she dey see sham for her pikin body. Oh my God, forgive us. I know say I judge Tonto for this one. Not really like judgment per se, but I was like, Tonto, why? Why not you allow your son, to get a relationship with him father, to enjoy that relationship, at least that father-son relationship? But Tonto Dikeh reveal here, say she dey even see juju, all this charm. The other time she see charm for the s0n novel. Hey, my correct people dem. If you be woman wey don born before, you go know say this novel dey very powerful. Apart from say you don born before sef, you go know now umbilical cord. For our village, we no dey throw one o. All my children wey I born, I no throw away their umbilical cord. We dey wait till any time wey we travel go home, we go bury am there. E dey very important, e dey very significant. So for person to dey keep things for pikin novel, my correct people dem, na bad thing. That novel, it signifies a lot. A lot. Me, I grow up come hear say umbilical cord, you don't throw it away. You bury am, you put am, you no be something wey dey throw anyhow. That means say person fit carry and do you bad thing. So why would the father push am for pikin novel? I just want give breakdown to today news. We go watch everything because some of us were wondering why Tonto Dikeh no dey allow make the pikin father get access. But now I don't watch all these things before. I've been telling una say I don't watch that Tonto Dikeh interview before, which he reveal everything. But as all these things come dey share, as I can't go watch am my friends, everything come dey kind of make sense to me. Say, could it be true that this man is truly what Tonto Dikeh said he is? Because if you see as she dey talk, they bring out evidence. Even for this clip, you go see am. My correct people, them no be smart, Can everybody be lying against one person? Is it possible? Can everybody be lying against one person? My correct people, them. According to Tonto, he say this one no be news again now. Say his story full for the streets of Ghana. He say e full. Even tells all the houses where Churchill say buy, say no one will buy. That means say he dey live a borrowed life, a fake life, a life that is not real. My correct people, them no be smart, Beautiful woman like Rosie like this, you go dey panebit and Tonto Dikeh beautiful. You are waiting. Alright, I don't talk rich. Make I allow una, make una watch the video Una watch the video, maybe una hear all the things wey Tonto talk. Hi, no wonder she no dey gree am near s0n. Oh.
Even better for my son, I had been suspecting that he was Yahoo. Before I even came back to Nigeria, I started to suspect. But the only thing that actually made me confirm was a night. He wasn't supposed to be home that night. And I slept early. Because of my son, I sleep early. And I went and I heard some noise upstairs in his room, because he's in the penthouse and my room is under. So I heard a noise upstairs. Nobody was supposed to be in that room. So I was going to go check what was happening in the room. I opened up this room. I saw a full-grown man wearing a red cloth in his waist with red candles everywhere around him with a laptop in his hand. Immediately I saw that, I was shocked. I was simply shocked. And I was shocked. I was not scared, but I was shocked. But I just started laughing like a mad person. I just started laughing. He got me, and that was one of the fights we fought after King. When I lost my pregnancy, he pushed me down a flight of 3 stairs. We were fighting. Now, people will say, you know what, Tonto, why did you stay and you fought so long and you were fighting? This man is hitting you and you're fighting and you're not leaving. Domestic violence is not always very easy for you to walk away from. And don't forget the fact that everybody wanted this relationship to fail, even you that's watching it. You told yourself, you told your mother, you told your father, you told your sisters, you told your brothers that Tonto's marriage was not going to last. So how would I have left a marriage that you thought was not going to last? Would I not have worked so, at least to a little extent to make it work, even if I was dying? A lot of people are going through this. Most of you sitting at home, even criticizing me, you are going through this. They are beating you every day. You are enjoying it because of your children's sake. I was one of the only few people who could not, and I'm speaking out. And I would not be called a liar for speaking out. If you want to take this picture to America, to London, to Europe for forensic, I am in. Yes, I gave the court substantial amount of proof. I'm just going to show you just a little bit of one. Of some things I would wake up and find under my pillow, under my son's bed, on top of my son's novel. This is a conversation between myself and my son's father's younger brother, when I was saying that they need to come and take the shit out of my home because I've left him now. I've divorced him already. So I said they need to come and break whatever contract and this shit. And I gave the court. Yes, the court actually does not admit that bullying, but the strength of my accusation make them worry for concern about my child, because it's a boy's life. If I can speak and I can talk, and this is all they did to me, I would wake up. His mother was we were married for. He said we were married for. We lived together for 6 months, but we lived together for 10 months after marriage, because I came back from America 2 months after I gave birth. February. 2 months was February, March, April, and I divorced him, and I left his house by December. So that's 9-10 months, right? So he said it was 6 months. I don't know where his head was, but he said it was 6 months, and I'm saying it was 9-10 months that we lived together. And in that 9 to 10 months. His mother was there maybe like 5 times, and she would stay for like maybe 2 weeks. It's okay, family is okay. I did not worry about that. My concern was the spiritual artifact that this woman would bring into the house all the time. That was only the time when I became defensive or I became disrespectful to any member of his family when it came to that, because I always spoke up. I never kept quiet about it. I always spoke up. So we always had fights about it. I also have documents of him telling me how he wants to go back. I'm sure all of those things will come up on this. How he wants to, how he was going to borrow money from me so he can go and do some jazz. I have all the documents here. Because he has a daughter already who he says that he doesn't have. He came out and said that he has no child apart from King. This man has a child, and the mother of this child is jealously protecting the girl not to even be close to him, because we all know, for one, I got married to him, so I know who he is. Churchill is a very selfish, manipulative person. This is a man that would insult his own mother, call her all sorts of names, treat her as though she was, or reply her. He's the terrible person, so to speak. He's a very terrible person, and the only thing he cares about, and that's why anytime we fought, anytime he hit me and he beat me, I would always go to his jazz bar. I would break his jazz, or I would go to his clothes where he has his designers. I would break them, or I would break his laptop, because I know that was the only thing that affected him. And I can remember clearly, he said it in his interview the first time. He's still with the same Azuka. And I also have documents of me telling Azuka. There's a document here. I said, Azuka, I'm born again, and I will not lie that I never broke properties. Anytime I was beaten, my revenge was to go back and break everything. So yes, I broke properties. I destroyed properties. He can do anything to anybody because he wants to be rich. There's actually something. I'm not going to say. I will wait to be pushed. I will wait to be pushed. There's something I saw between him and his mother. But I will wait, Churchill, to be pushed. I have said it once in a message. It was there. Maybe people will forget about it. But I will wait to be pushed. Now, fraud 419, Yahoo. You know, you go online, you dupe white women, you go online, you dupe people. That's what my son's father does. I'm not proud of it. I'm saying, I told you, I said this interview is mainly not for Nigerians. I want my son to grow. I'm not the kind of mother that's going to hide things from her son. No, my son will know everything and the whole truth. I'm not going to lie to him, but then I'm not going to hide things from him. So yes, my son's father is a fraud. He does Yahoo. How I know? Because I caught him in the middle of a red candle with laptop in his lap and a red pants on and a red cloth tied around his waist. Not just that. I mean, coming from the house we stayed in when I was married to him, this man told everybody that he bought the house. He didn't buy this house. This house was rented. This approved that it was rented. This approved of conversation between me and the agent when the agent did not do something right in the house. I told him how much we paid for rent. Everything is there. I told him how much he paid for rent, and this is a conversation of the landlord himself. This is a conversation from the landlord himself. He said, look at it. This here is from the landlord. So, different things. I know he's 419 because I know he's 419. He's on the streets. Go to Ghana and ask about him. He says he's into IT. Please, what has he done? What's the IT? Let me know. What IT work has this man done? Why would you buy a car and your name is not on the car? You see how this thing about the fraud money? You see, I've leaded him to know a few things. When they cannot bring in money into Nigeria from fraud, they buy cars. So it is very easy for you to say a Yahoo boy has cars. But it is very hard for you to say a Yahoo boy has properties, and that's one thing that was his problem. When he's out of money for so long, Yahoo does not pay for so long. Immediately the Yahoo pays, he wants to buy clothes, he wants to buy this, he forgets to invest. Even the house in Ghana that this man told me, lied to me, that he owns the house in Ghana. Now this is a message. This is a message between I and the agent. The agent came to my page on Instagram to embarrass the life out of me. Called me a very dirty woman. Called me how useless and how stupid and how disgusting I and my ex-husband was. I only got to read it and read it and read it. This is the agent who rented the house this man lied that he bought in Ghana. The man even told me in this message, he said, your son's clothes are lying down everywhere. I didn't know that my son's father had taken his property and ran away from the home. I didn't know that. So they were asking him they were actually asking me that we should come and pay for the balance of whatever rent, and also we should come and clean up and arrange and put together their home back how they gave it to us. I also, on this, I gave the man his mother's phone number. I said, call this phone number. But I bet you, the woman would tell you she does not know the boy. But that is his mother. That's the message. He came back and said, I called the number. It was a London number because the mother stays in London. It was a London number. I gave him the correct number for his mother. His mother said she does not know a Churchill and off the phone. 2 days later, that phone went off because I'd already casted the number online. So people were already calling the number. 2 days later, they changed the phone. This is his mother in on the same scam. The first time I met them, the mother told me she's Obasanjo's wife. It's a scam. He told me Obasanjo's son. It's a scam. He was a Liberian for Obasanjo. His father, God bless his soul, even if I did not know him, I'm not sure I would have hated him totally. This is his father. This is who his father is. His father was Obasanjo's gardener that graduated into being a spiritual leader. This is his father. This man has never, for one day, he always puts Obasanjo on Obasanjo's birthday, happy birthday, daddy. Even the brother. If you go to his page, you will see him and Obasanjo, daddy, I came to see daddy. Not for one day have they ever posted this man's picture because they were scamming people and they're Obasanjo's son. This is his father. No relationship with Obasanjo. If this man had a relationship with Obasanjo, I would be the happiest girl on earth because it's a name that my son will inherit and work on to be a better person in life. This is his father. When I went for the first time, I knew that he was not. I had always suspected because I was the one spending. I told you, I said, why we met, he was broke. He started having money after I left to go and give birth. That's when his first Yahoo ever money came. When I know him, that's the first time I ever knew him with money because that was when he paid for the I think it was 8 million, the 60 million naira apartment we stayed in for 2 years rent. So that was the first time his money came in. That was the first time the car was the first time. The car was the first time money came and everything started to happen for him. So every other thing I was the one trying to do it for him. So yes, this is his father. You see the same resemblance. My son looks like him somehow. Yes, I did. The first day I was going to be introduced to Obasanjo was I had 2 introductions and 1 traditional wedding. The first introduction was for Obasanjo, the second was for my parents. So the first introduction, I was already pregnant, I was 3 months pregnant when I met Obasanjo. The first day I met him, he told me, he's not my son. Pump and pain. The man does not hide his mouth, but he's like my son. I remember when I went back home, I looked at the mother, I looked at the son. I said, why did you lie? Why did they lie? You see, they hate me so much for my boldness, that family. Because I called the both of them. I said, why did you lie? As long as there was a relationship, as long as this man can stand in and say he is like a son, Why would you ever lie? That was where I stood in to now say, you know what, okay, I will not be the one to break it out. That's why when I went, there was an interview online that when they said, I showed them, they said, is it Obasanjo's son? I said yes. If you see my body language, I was very uncomfortable. And that was a week after I just gave birth to my son. In fact, my mother-in-law was upstairs right there, holding my son, looking down at me when I was doing that interview. God bless this boy. His name is Bode. Bode is Golden Icons. He is the owner of Golden Icons. Golden Icons is an award. And it's a TV too, and that's the TV that recorded me. I said a lot of things in that video, and because Bode wanted to, Bode knows I've had a hard time with the press, with the media, and I just gave birth. He wanted things to be easy for me, so he sent me before he posted it, and I sent it back to the man I was married to that time, and he said, you know what? No, they'll catch us here. Move here, move here. You can confirm this from Bode. He is a media person now. Bode is a blogger because he does all this interviews, so he will not cover up for me. There's so many other things I said that would have implicated me, and people that say, oh, that when I gave it back to my son's father, he said, you know what, let's take it away, let's take this away, let's take it away. And that's how you saw that short video. I was not going to be the one who was going to leak a family secret that they've been using to eat food, because that's the means they're using eating in Lagos. I am a
Tonto say the Yahoo money no dey come every time, and even if e come sef, na cars na dey use am buy. Say na im make you see Yahoo boys and they always get cars, and na true. All these Yahoo boys, and so they go buy cars full everywhere. They carry them, they take pictures, they do this, they do that. Chai. This is terrible. My correct people, them no be smart, you know. The question wey me they ask be say, is it the same suffering and smiling na im Rosie still they do so? Even though they try to make am look like say all is well in paradise. All is well in paradise, but make una see the debunking picture wey Rosie take. She no look happy at all. One thing I don't discover with pictures, e hard though to fake happiness. Me if I no dey happy, I no fit fake am for pictures. No matter how I try, see am, she's not happy. Who go carry all this food for front wey no go dey happy? Even when she try to smile here, the smile no gree. The face no correspond with the mood wey she wan put herself inside. Mood wey you no dey, you wan force yourself put. E no work now. Who no go dey happy with all that plenty food for front? She's not happy, honestly. This damage control, I'm not sure say go last. The woman don't tire. You don't tire. Churchill, if all these things that they talk about you na true, na him be say plenty stain dey your body. You one Yahoo. You one womanizer. You one woman beater. You one, they say they see they feed you. Ha! The wait you come good for now. Ha! Na bad market, so serious one, oh. If all these things where they talk na true, oh, na im be say, Churchill na really bad market. That's why many people they run. First wife run, second wife run. Now third wife won't run again. Kai, this is too much. This is really too much. You go cast, oh. You must definitely cast one day. All right, my correct people them. Una thank you so much for watching.